which looks the same until I quit from here. Leave that, put that around here because we don't really like staring at that one. Okay, VS Code, close folder, open folder. Where's my Steam apps? A program file. No, it's this one. Steam apps, common, Baritama content. Let's stick to that folder here. Now it's gonna be under, is it electricity? I think so. Power items, junction box. Okay. So I want to take this one here. I'm going to copy this one to a desktop folder. Actually, no. Yeah. Hang on here. Copy. Yeah, we'll just do it manually, I suppose. Okay, save that. Now, let's find that mod. Content, weapons, engines, electricity items, characters. We can turn these ones down to. Okay. Maybe I got the wrong folder. Open folder. I wonder if it's not giving me local mods because those are mine. I wonder if it's in app data. No, not there. Hang on here. Let's ask the Google. The great and almighty wise Google. Oh, it's under Daedalic. Okay. Open folder. I was right, it's under app data. Hang on, I gotta switch back to here in case. Hey, we have a viewer. We have a viewer. Hallelujah, we have a viewer. How are you tonight, my mysterious, untalkative friend? Here we go. Okay, except they're not named listed by name, they're listed by number. Oh, I know, hang on. I think I recall They have a number. Oh, no, we lost our viewer. Oh, sad face. We barely knew ye. I think I scared him away. Or her. Whoever. So what I'm trying to do, guys, I was trying to run through the tutorials, and I realized that the 10 connection junction boxes aren't compatible with the tutorial because the tutorial depends on the condition output, which is not something that's been made up to date in the mod, in the 10 connection junction box. Hang on here. So mods, popular mods, final mods, that's the one. Okay. 2574604769. Okay, I'll bet you that is a folder in. Where's my folder that I was using? Oh, it was in here. Okay. 20. No, what did I say it was? 2574. 2574. File list and items. Okay. Aha. That's it. That's all there is to it. Is just the max wires equals 10. What about the other one? Oh. There's no max. I wonder. Is it really just as straightforward as editing that one number? No, let's try it. Let's go in and all he's done is max wires 10. That's what he's added. That's pretty much it. So let's close these folders and we'll switch back to the barotrauma folder. And the nice quick test would just be to shove it into our game code and hopefully it doesn't break anything, but if it does, it's easy enough to replace. Okay, where were we? Power items. That's not the one. That's the one we copied. We want the original. Power items now. Copy, paste. So that's my backup. Okay. Is that really all there was to it? God, wish I paid more attention. Hang on. Max wires equals 10. That's all there is to it. Let's see. Save it. Close it. See what happens when we quit this game and come back into it. if none of y'all gonna show up, then I'm gonna start go back to GIMP and start wiring some stuff. Hang on though. We need to get in here and see what we can do with this. I think that's 6. I know these connections don't make sense. Oh my god, that's 7. Oh my goodness, what have I done? 8. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to publish that one. Someone tells me, you know, you jokers be over that like flies on shit. Oh, I need to make that proper. Hang on here. What else? Hang on. Submarine editor. I'm just trying to think of what we can use. I want to write it down, but my desk is a flippin' mess. Again. Okay. What are some things that we want to connect to? So, junction boxes. Relays. Switches and, I don't know. Would you want every electrical component to have 10 wires? I mean, that's the abs, the as, the ACOS. The alarm. Battery, supercaps. Yeah, this could be pretty interesting. I bet you this one might turn out to be popular. Yeah, buttons, buzzer, camera. This might be interesting. Charger. Basically, any electrical connection could be. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I should just pull these out here so you guys can see what I'm thinking as I'm doing it. Oh, I got the ceiling, forgot the ceiling one. Yeah, fun times. Oh, a gaming cat has arrived. Tell me, little guy. Come on. There we go. Sorry, there's nowhere for you to sit right now. Ooh, lamps. Um, Shush. Okay. Hey, stop. Go away. No, you want gaming cat is leaving. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so we have memory modulo. Motion. Thinking we gotta do lamps too, guys. Hey, there we go. I I have your request. I hear that, Peril. I just got to finish writing this down because I feel like there might be something big here. I do definitely want to hear, but you got to give me a second to finish writing down and collecting all this stuff that I'm thinking in my head here. Okay, so round, shuttle. And I'm curious to hear what you're like. Feel free to go ahead and start typing. Smoke, oxygen. Okay, so there is a mod that I'm very fond of, and it doesn't work anymore because ever since they introduced the condition output thing, because that's hang on. How do we make a number pad door and have its passcode reset? Using, okay, that can have its passcode. That would be, oh, you'd have to do like a regex dictionary, like a regex comparison you'd have to have a memory block to put the password into and concatenate that into a test string. Only players with passcode can access. Yeah, it's possible. Is that your request? Because that's entirely doable. And, okay. Yeah, let's see if we can figure that out. I just gotta finish writing these down. So basically, one of my favorite mods back in the day was the 10 wire junction box, where instead of having a limit of 5 wires, the limit was 10. Which doesn't sound like a huge difference, but functionally it makes a massive difference. Especially when you're wiring power, not just signals, but like power to everything, right? Because if you're daisy chaining junction boxes, you need one wire, and you only got 5 connections. You got one wire coming in with power, one wire going to the next junction box, and that leaves you with 3 devices per junction box, and that makes for very, very, very messy. Not messy. It means you got a shit ton of junction boxes that you got to check for repairs, and so on and so forth. So my idea is, and when I went looking through the thing is, I didn't know that it wasn't working until I went to play through the tutorial. And part of the first tutorial is that you have to fix a junction box in order for it to move on to the next room. And I couldn't finish the tutorial because I'd fixed the junction box and nothing would happen. Turns out the mod for the 10 wire junction box would override the original junction box, but because it didn't have a condition out port, there was no way for the tutorial to know when I'd fixed it. So I went into the code just a second ago and I tried to figure out what it was. Hang on. 10 terminal, I got that already. Water over here. Water, Wi-Fi, and the XOR. So it turns out 10 Wi-Fi and XOR. Okay. Put this in here. This is just going to be my, hang on. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I went into VS Code and I was comparing the power items, and it turns out that this, all you have to do to create 10 wires instead of 5 wires is to add this max wires argument. You can put 100, but that starts to get really cluttered. Uh-oh. I've got power issues. I still have network. Thankfully, I keep my computer on an uninterruptible power supply. But that's interesting because I can see the rest of the house has power. I will be right back, guys. I have to go investigate to see what's going on. Oh, look at that. That is so weird. It did that earlier on today, too. Okay. So anyways, my plan is to not just take the junction boxes, but I want to put 10 wire connections on all of this shit. And not just this, like the water detector is going to go up here too, and yeah. So that's my plan. Text display goes in here, terminals go in here, supercapacitors go in here, status monitors go in here. Man. Oh, shuttle batteries go in here. Man, we got all kinds of potential. Alright. Save, yes. Okay. So now, which are you using? We'll use my Typhon tester because it's got all the doors all figured out and everything. Oh man, I love this boat. Turn off the links. Okay, so Pero has requested a keypad for the door that has a changeable, like a selectable password. Okay. So that means I haven't even played with the keypad yet. Where's the keypad? Is the keypad in here? Or is it under machines? I think it's under machines, isn't it? Keypad. There it is. Okay. Okay. And what do you have for connections here? Signal out, activate, reset. I'm not entirely certain I know what those do. Oh, it's a clear on the reset button. Okay. So let's just take a text display here and we'll see if we can so it's the same from the same guy who made the telecoms. Cool. Same guy. Who are we talking about? JC. Feature images ship AI. Okay, we'll get there. One request at a time there, bud. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking of in here. It is just us. You did to talk. I wish we could do some voice chat sometime. I'd love to hear, like, literally hear the voice of my viewers sometimes. Okay, but then again, it's probably all for the best. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna put a blank. I know this is silly, but oh wait, no. Signal check here. Just thinking about all the things we're gonna need for this. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Signal out is going to come down here and go into the concatenate block to signal 2. Signal out goes to here, memory block. I don't think, technically speaking, this shouldn't. Hey dude, oh, thanks for the text. For the text, straight schlepping. The two-component reactor setup. Well, it's a shame that doesn't work nearly as well as it used to, but I do appreciate the shout out anytime. Okay. And then this is going to go. Oh, wait, or not. It doesn't. You don't need this. You need a signal check. And then this is going to be your test. So we say 1, 2, 3, 4 is our test. And what's going on with my wires here? You know what? We don't. Yeah, we'll need to. The Bang Bang. No. The yes, that is the Bang Bang controller. It's a shame it doesn't work. It worked very well. It's a reason why ovens to this day are still Bang Bang controllers. Um, you know what? We're gonna do something here. We're gonna say. Oh boy. Right. This might actually work. Hey, it worked. I'm right on the cusp here for this door. Alright, Pero, there we go. We figured it out. I think it's just set a record for this one. This is where the password goes here. And to reset the so if you start putting something in here, so the three things here are signal out, activate, and reset. When you push the individual buttons, they come out of the signal out one at a time. When you press the activate button, when you press the enter button, it just sends a pulsed one from the activate port, and if you send a reset button, it sends a pulsed one out of the reset port. So what we have here, so this, we'll start off at the bottom here. The signal check block down here is wired from the keypad and to this is the input value here that's coming from the keypad. And we can shrink all this stuff and cram it underneath the sprite, so it doesn't have to be all ugly like this. But so the signal check block has 1 for the input, and when it receives this, it puts a space. I feel like that needs to be reduced, just eliminated to something, because I don't think I can put an output like that, can I? Hang on here. We'll put another one over here, and then this is your this is your test string. Right, so this one, when you test it, I gotta retain my nerd cred somehow. I haven't done anything in a while, right? So when you push these buttons, right, see the way it's 1, 1, 2, 3, and you hit clear. See, it has to have a space in it. It has to have something in it to get rid of this. Right now it's empty. Blank signals do not overwrite other signals, but spaces, some signals do. But what you can do is put that regex through a second, put the signal through a second regex, and take this out to get rid of that space. This is just going to be a filter to get rid of spaces, because that would mess with it, I think. So, See, because I'll bet you. Okay, we're gonna wire this. Take this out of the way. Okay, we're just gonna bypass it. We're gonna go straight from signal 1 here to signal checker. Okay. So right now the password is 1234. Right. If I put 1234, enter. Oh no, hang on, clear. Oh, it's because I haven't changed this to outer space yet. Actually, we'll start this over again because I'm just not demonstrating what I want to demonstrate. Okay. One, two, three, four, enter. Okay, pass. Now, if I say 1, 1, 2, 3, and now we notice that this is starting to get kind of cluttered, we say, uh-oh, clear it. Oh, damn, I did it again. Now I gotta go back to the editor and change this so I don't have to remember to do this every goddamn time. Nope, not that one. There we go. This is EK. The keypad is an EK mod. Yes. Anyways, my point is this: 1, 2, 3, 4, enter passes. But if you clear it, put 1, 2, 3, 4, enter, it fails. Why does it fail? It fails because whenever we hit the clear button, it replaces the string with a space, thanks to this guy. I'm not certain of an easy way to get rid of a string that other than that. So, but the problem is that space you're now not inputting 1, 2, 3, 4 as your password, even though you can't see it. You're inputting space 1, 2, 3, 4, which is not the password. So, and whenever you hit the reset button, it doesn't stack on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. It always only replaces it with a single space. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this this here, put it into a regex. Now regex has an expression, so the little hat here, the circumflex, means always start from the beginning of the input string. Right, and now there's a space in between these two, between that and the circular bracket, right? And then inside the bracket there's a question mark and angle brackets with a string inside. And let me say, there we go, I forgot about that part. That gives it a name. I don't think I need to elaborate on password can be changed. Yes, meant a password that can be changed by the person who knows the password. Basically, there's two ways to do this. One is to just put the memory block in a sneaky place that can only be accessed in the same room as it's controlled by the keypad. So once you're in the room, you can change the password. That's method one. Okay, can be made multiple times around. So what I would do is I would put this thing put this one, which is on, put like up here or something, like just hide it somewhere in plain sight that nobody knows where to find it. Or, this is another big or, I don't even know how to do this, to be honest. You could basically use a master password to change the temporary password. Yeah, you say that, but if you put that memory block, hang on, I'll put it there, okay? We're going to make it, like it's just, you can't really see it. We're going to make this wire here invisible. Hidden in game. Okay. Expression that waits for pieces of a string. Yes and no. Okay, hang on. That was a bad example because I left it in front of the text thingy. Right. Um, okay, map of knowledge. We could probably make it so the button it clears the passcode and only can be done by an admin. Um, what you could do is okay. Now you really stretch me. I answered your goddamn question. I made you string with a password. Um, yeah, exactly. Might as well be giving them ID cards at that point. Yeah. Um, yeah. The other thing I would think of would be like a terminal command. But even then, if you know how, if you know where to, if you know the command, you could go in and change it, right? This is probably why they introduced ID cards in the first place. Oh yeah, I want to hang on. I want to check to see if that regex thing actually works. Um, no, I don't know. Emotional damage. I get that stupid meme stuck in my head. No, family drama. Uh oh. Tell him not to be a drama llama. Okay. That still goes in there. That still goes in there. That's supposed to go in there. Okay, hang on here. Oh, I know what. I know what's going on. So the problem I'm running into here is it wasn't letting the actual password through. And that's because we need to put, I think it's, scheisse, hang on, I gotta look it up. Common tokens, any white space character is a backslash S. Okay. So we say backslash S plus, which means one or more, no, question mark, one or more, no, zero or more. Okay, now let's try that. Yay, pass. Fail. Fail. What? Oh, clear it. Yay, okay, that works. Yay, he's back, okay. A little, patricide? No? Wasn't a big deal. Okay. Alright, do you I confirmed that this regex works, but I made a slight change to it, so you might want to, if you wrote that down. So this is our working circuit right here. This is where you put the test password and everything else. This one has a pass or fail, and the target signal is dynamic, so that doesn't need to be entered there. If you want, you can put like pretty colors. Hang on here. Another signal check here. No, it means white space. So a tab, a space bar, or enter key. Hang on here. Yay, pass. Oops. Ew. There we go. So what this is doing is okay. So the not. Do you guys know what the not does? What how this works? Okay, we'll start from the bottom up. Okay, so the reset button sends a signal which is interpreted as a 1, is the target signal here. There is no false output, but there is a true output of a space, a single white space, like a blank space. One hit to the space bar. Okay, and that goes into the bottom of the memory component here in signal in. The output from the signal out port here goes into the second input of the concatenate block, which feeds out to the memory in of the same memory connected to the original signal check block we were just talking about. The output from that same memory block is fed back into the first input of the concatenation component, and also it's broken out to this relay signal channel, a signal in 1. The signal out 1 from that relay is connected to the input of the regex find component, which has an expression of circumflex, which is shift 6 \s question mark, which means 0 or more spaces or white spaces, and then circular bracket question mark angle bracket output angle bracket and then dot star, which means any number of any characters, right, and then call it output is the name, is how it's referred to. Okay, and then the $sign just means go all the way to the end of the input string. So what this does is it says, okay, here's the beginning of the input string. If there are any spaces whatsoever, ignore them and group everything else and call it output, and then spit it out as the output. Right, so if you put 5 spaces, 6 spaces, 2 million spaces, well, there's a limit, but either way, as long as all the spaces are grouped up front, they're not captured in the circular brackets with the output, or as the output, pardon me. Right, so this, and then so you got to check the continuous output, you got to check the capture group, leave the false output blank, and then put the word output or whatever you put in here as your reference phrase as the regex find component. This signal check out, or sorry, this output from the regex goes into the input of the first signal check block. The target signal for this signal check block is supplied by another memory block which contains your password. Okay? So when the regex signal, which has been filtered to have no spaces at the beginning, when it is received, it is compared to the target signal. Hey Isvan, good morning and evening to you as well. So what this is doing is it takes that input phrase from regex, checks it against the target signal, and if it's true, sends a pass, or if it's a false, it sends a fail. This is the output that you would use to control your door lock or your turret or whatever it is you want to control with a keypad. And then for shits and giggles, I've got another one here where it takes the output, and it takes the signal check block's output and puts it into another signal check block, and if it says pass, changes the text to green. If not, it changes the text to red. And that is how you have a component-driven keypad. If I were to rearrange these, I would say, oh yeah, the not block. Okay, so when you push the activate button, it only has a 1. It can't produce anything else. It only produces a 1, and it only produces when you hit the enter button. Right? So we don't want that code being tested. Otherwise, somebody could sit there and pound in the numbers. You want them to put in the specific set of numbers and then hit the enter key. So what this does is this takes that one, or the lack of a one, which is a zero essentially, and turns it into a one. But then it turns it back into a zero, so now it's taking the lack of a one, which is not the same as a zero, but it turns it into a zero and then feeds it into the relay component set state port. So when you don't push that activate button, this state, or the state of this relay is off. And for the brief, instantaneous moment that you press that activate button, this turns that activate signal into a zero, and this turns that zero back into a one, changes the state of the relay, passes the value stored in the memory block through to the regex, and then immediately closes the relay behind it. Pero, do you follow? The suspense is killing me. Yes, it is beautiful. I don't know if I go beautiful. What I would do, however, is I would shrink all these guys down to like a 0.3 or probably 0.2, and then go through here and make this one hidden game, and this one hidden game, and this one. Just make all your wires invisible. Does this not method work with periscopes? Yes, it works with many things. Hang on here. The angle knot didn't, hang on, that didn't follow what that means. Ta-da! Oh, a single knot. Oh, okay. Yep. Hmm. Hmm. TGN is just about to go to bed, yeah. Yeah. I gotta stick to this 1 hour thing, because otherwise, guys, I'm gonna be dying. I am thinking about starting at 11:30. I know I said that last night, but, yeah. Hang on here. Oh my goodness, this ship is so much easier to navigate when you have doors that open and close automatically. Except they're a little slow. I can fix that. I used to put, actually, you guys might like this. Okay. So if you have a motion sensor here, and you put its, detection offset, and 65, yeah. And the offset here is like 50, basically looking up, right, not looking down, okay? I've also put minimum velocity is the one you're looking for, right? Call it 1. Output is 0, false output is 1, okay? And you put that on a hatch. Just put it right here, okay? Nope. No, too slow. Yeah, I know, it's not something you can access in game. It's only accessible when you're in the editor. But we'll say minimum velocity is called 10. I forget what the key number is here. Give me a sec. Okay, watch this. Did you catch that? Yeah, I think it did it. No, it's not fast enough. Basically, you should be falling all the way, but the door will close if you're falling too fast. I think that's not fast enough. Hang on. I gotta do something about to make these doors so twitchy. I mean, it's annoying as fuck. It doesn't hurt anything, but it is annoying, kind of annoying. Hang on here. Motion detector. Call this 5. Do some bracketing here. That's the anti-fall damage mechanics. That's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Right, so basically this hatch stays open unless it detects you falling at a certain speed. Oh, and then it pins you against the wall. I think that's what we just figured out. It's got to be a little bit faster than 5. We'll call it 5.1. And we'll make the detection distance there we go. And call it 5.5, I guess. 5 here. And the oh, it's as low as it goes. Alright, let's try this though. Yeah. Honestly, I lock half the friggin' wires and stuff. Oh, I don't really need to light your power, but you guys might. Nope, too slow. Oh, I know what I need now. That's what I need, is to increase the door's closing speed. Have you guys seen the, speaking of pressurized air gun, you see the 1,000-mile-an-hour baseball video from Smarter Every Day? The vortex gun. That thing is just all kinds of messy. Like I love it. That thing's cool, but I don't know. I thought of an option to the. Oh, why are you going so? Hang on here. Oh, you have to increase that distance. I think I'm having the opposite of the desired effect. Oh my goodness. We need to increase this range of motion up here. Motion detector. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. 150 up there. Okay. Minimum velocity's gotta be, yeah, we're gonna say like 6 because it looks a little twitchy right now. Crushing my pelvis. Yep. I had necks like that once. Hey. There you go. Hey, it works. Death by Station. Ladies, please, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is bruised and spongy. One of my all-time favorite quotes of any television show ever. Oh my goodness. I've seen a lot of television shows. Alright. Who's feeling who of the viewers, since we got the one viewer, hang on, this is one viewer. Istvan and Peril. How do you guys know your cars? Because I have an idea. Something I could use to kill a little time. Not quite. I know we're at an hour and 6 minutes, but okay, what's the progress on the guns? There has been no progress because I've spent all day fucking around with my 3D printer for a friend of mine. You don't know jack about cars. Oh man, hang on, 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 hang on. Hang on here. So I'm not sure if you guys knew this. I'm a former educator, and you don't turn the shit off. You're always looking for. Hang on here. Yes, we'll exit there. Ah, okay. Hang on here. This is. There's a tool that I wish I knew earlier, but I didn't, and I only know it now. Hang on, this is gonna. I hope this doesn't make loud musical sounds. Okay, give me 1 second here, guys, because I created just messing around this thing. Okay, screw it. There's two of us. You're both here, gentlemen. Hang on here, see if I can get this to work. Play. Crowd mode. Okay. Launch host screen. Here we go. The auto quiz. Just trust me, guys. This is fun. I'm probably gonna cut this part out of the live stream in the future, but I love playing around with this platform, and I want to get used to it, and I need more experience with it. So please feel free if you guys are interested. It's just a car quiz. Some of them questions they're mostly geared towards like North American automobiles. So I'm guessing it's fun. You know what? Yeah, let's do. We'll focus on that another time. Did you want to see the progress on the guns, or did you want me to make progress on the guns, or what were your thoughts about that one? Um, Would you like to hear stories? You want to see videos? Or do kind of random shit before I sign off? Yeah, this is the largest of the lasers, by the way. You are interested in custom turrets. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We'll make one here. Um, oops. What? There we go. Oh, it is definitely a project of mine. You'll find as we get to know each other that I always have like an infinite number of ongoing projects. I have a 94 stealth that is just oh. When she works amazing. But what do you mean you never understand GIMP? It's a magical thing, and it's also free. I tell you what, there's a thing you can do in Photoshop. I don't know what they call it in Photoshop, but if you guys, hang on, I'm gonna pick an image, something stock photo. It's called the resynthesizer in GIMP. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I like that one. That's awesome. CCZ, I love it. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Um, Photoshop is king. However, it's also costs money, and like I'm all for. Check this one out. Watch this, guys. Take this. Pick this one. Filters. Enhance. Heal selection. Okay. And there she goes. Gone. And you say, yeah, Rob, that's okay for squares. It's easy enough to heal a square. What about smoke? Well, we can heal smoke. What about that one? No, that one you gotta be a little more careful of because it's got this thing on the barrel, right? This one might be a better job for a cloning tool, but the point is, like this, you can grab stuff like this. Yep. Poof. And like it's not like it just cut and paste. It's really really content intelligent, like for the most part. I'm saying this now, right? You can't really tell that was there, right? Like this lady's arm. As long as you're aware that you be careful of where there's heavy changes in color. Like this one. It's not always perfect, but you know what? It's better than the alternative, which is like very carefully cloning. Another good one is hang on here. The wavelet decomposition is a nice trick to that one. Hang on. Just trying to find a good source picture here. Redhead's usually the best freckles to get rid of. Not, I'm saying freckles are a bad thing. Freckles can be cute. Aye, Google, why don't you stick with the settings I gave you instead of making me go into the advanced search settings every goddamn time? You never find what you're looking for when you want it, right? That's a lot of freckles. Anyways, I'm not going to get into wavelet decomposition. That's a long and hard one. That's what she said. Okay. I feel like I did this one already. Oh, I did the large one. That's this guy. And then this one's slightly smaller. Yeah. This one's the smallest of the three. And like, I just want to get rid of these little... That didn't work at all. How about fuzzify the edges and blur. There you go. It's true. I don't know much of a Star Citizen, but I do know that there's a lot of complaints from the people about the way it's working. Mass Effect. Dude, you want to talk about failed games? Half-Life 3. End of story. Oh, Gabe. The George R.R. Martin of video games. Right down to the physique. If you're watching this game, I'm sorry. We love you. You know what? Unpopular opinions are what this world is built on. That's why I like calling myself a nerd. People are like, oh, a nerd is a mean and a bad thing, right? No. Being normal is a bad thing. I had a teacher used to say, always remember that you're unique, just like everyone else. Never played. I wish I had VR, but if wishes were horses, I'd be eating wish meat every night. There's this. I know what you're saying, Ishvan. I'm guessing by your name that you're somewhere in Europe. So I'm not sure if they have the same thing in Europe as they do in Canada and the United States. We call it the Golden Rule. Be it do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. But that doesn't work because you get some masochistic people who are really into pain and shit like that, and that the whole concept doesn't apply. Eastern Europe. Hopefully you are not east enough for the conflict that's going on. I'm gonna be very very careful not to dig into the politics of that one. You guys don't want to. You want to talk unpopular opinions. Not that I'm saying anything that's going on there is. I support Ukraine 100% of the way, but this war is not what people think it's about. And I'm going to sound like a conspiracy theorist now that I've said it. I said I'm going to stay neutral on this shit, and then I went and said it. But either way, there's this guy named Immanuel Kant, and he created what he called the universal categorical imperative. That's what it is. And he said, hang on. He took this shit to like a full on university professor level. Probably because he was, but categorical imperative. Act according to that maxim whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. So act as if the actions, the decisions make, or the driving forces behind your actions are universal law. And they had, what's neat is he took these to derivations. Act as if, perfect duty and I'm not going to get into a philosophy lesson. I, despite having an engineering background, have a remarkably cultured experience in terms of education for as far as engineers go. Usually engineers never go further than the doorstep of their alma mater, and then they get upset when people call them uncultured. I had the luck of getting accepted into a very prestigious American university, and let me tell you, even though I was a Canadian student going to an American university, you wouldn't call that like an international student. Trust me, it was plenty international. Living in the States was unlike anything I thought I imagined. I thought they'd be very much like what it was like living in Canada. I was wrong. Might be too late on your side for this philosophy discussion. Okay, all right. Let's I had a really good philosophy professor in undergrad, and he had some interesting concepts. One of them, my favorite one, was that he would ask the same questions every week, but every week he started with like Aristotle and Socrates and Plato, and worked his way through the classics and more, into more things like Descartes and Foucault is a more modern one. That was my one. I did a project on Michel Foucault. You want to talk about a cool guy? That guy was unlucky to say the least. Being I think if I remember correctly, he was a gay guy in the early 1900s or mid 1900s France, which was not a fun place to be for somebody like that. And so he talked about the gaze of authority, like the way that somebody looks at you with authority, like a doctor or a police officer, and just the way they look at you and they imply authority. And he extended this even further to like what he called the social norm, the norm of society. So like, hang on here. I'll tell you what. We'll play just a very very quick little game. He said that hospitals, schools, prisons, and factories all serve the same purpose. If you deviate from the social norm of health, then they take you to a hospital. If you deviate from the social norm of productivity, then you go to a factory. If you deviate from the social norm of expected knowledge, then you go to a school, right? So I'm going to do something, play a little game here, okay? I'm going to show you guys a picture, and I want you guys to tell me if it's a school, a factory, a school, a factory, a prison, or a hospital. Okay? Hang on, let's see if I can get this. Aha! Perfect. Okay, here we go. Um, Gotta get my Streamlabs up. Okay, here we go. Well, why did I just start MATLAB? That's fun. I love MATLAB. Another brick in the wall, you're damn straight. Okay. After this shit's done loading. Okay. Hospital. You can almost see it if you look real close. Prison, factory, or school. Hospital. There you go. Very good. It's an easy one. That's the Mayo Clinic. All right. Hospital, prison, factory, or school. This is a factory. This is Imperial Cotton in the UK. I didn't do any other thing. Is this a hospital, prison, factory, or school? Tell you what, this is number three. When you put your okay, number two factory. Okay, when this is number three, put three and the answer. So you say Ishvan says school. This is the University of Montreal. This is a school. All right, what about this one? Sorry with the watermarks. I kind of threw this one together hastily. Yeah, you guys, this one's this is easier than I remember it. This is the Warlock Prison. All right, what about this one? This is a prison. This is San Quentin. Here is a good one. God, I keep forgetting to take out all the distinguishing markings. Yep, this is the Audi factory in Germany. Oh, here's a good one. You see, that's the point, is that they all somehow have these weird similarities, right? This is Christchurch University in New Zealand. This is a school. Ooh, here's a good one. Yeah, I wasn't removing that watermark. School. This is Moscow. Yeah, it might probably must be more. This one, I don't know, man. This one could have been a hospital for me, but and then that's it. But anyways, the list goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, well, my Google Drive, man. I haven't been there in a while. The drive, yeah, went to art school. Really? I'll tell you, as an engineer, they breed the distaste for artsies. See, look, I even call it artsies. Um, they, it's pretty heavy-handed, like, even in Canadian universities. Um, Question for you guys: just because an elementary designer now works as a 3D artist, nice. I gotta say I'm jealous because trying to find work as an engineer in the area that I'm in is like pulling teeth, man. Fuck. Um, if okay, I'm gonna sign off here in just a couple minutes, guys. But let me just tell you, I was talking to somebody today, and I realized that not everybody knows of the Expanse. The Expanse, I've seen Star Wars, Stargate, Star Trek, X Files, like Doctor Who, Sliders. man, like I've seen all of the major. I say sliders. That's because it's Canadian. Science fiction shows over my life, and yeah, I would 100% without reservation say that The Expanse is the best science fiction show I have ever seen, hands down. And Ishvan, if you haven't seen it, um, I don't know if you guys saw what I was doing. I was supporting the industry of textbooks the other day. Um, I don't know if you guys caught that. But yes, The Expanse has got to be. They have the best interpretation of um, like flight and the not flight, but the powered space travel with the acceleration and the effects on the human body, and oh my god, such an awesome show. If you haven't seen it, let me know. I'll help you figure it out. Yeah, and that's the thing. When you've got a TV show that can withstand the criticisms of YouTube idiots, you know you've got a good show. Okay. Oh God, you've got a digital art background. I feel judged all of a sudden. My abilities are so rudimentary. It's not even funny. Yeah, exactly. Hmm. Oh man, no, I went like 3 hours one time, like 4 in the morning. I'm just thinking because yeah, no, we'll leave it like this for now. Yeah, well, they say time flies when you're having fun. Okay, I'm definitely gonna leave it at this, guys. I sorry for the abrupt ending. Thank you so much for joining us. When you're happy, there's no need for time either. Yes. Oh well. Yes and no. There's happiness does not put food on the table. I'm very disillusioned in how my teachers used to always say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not work if it makes you happy. It's not work if it makes you happy." No, but it might make you hungry. um, as always, guys, it's my pleasure to entertain y'all, and hopefully, you guys have a good week this week. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, rather crying Ferrari. Um, what's the joke? I'd want to die peaceful and like my grandfather, peaceful and in my sleep, not screaming and terrified like his passengers. Um, all right, guys. Enough of the dark stuff for the night. You guys have an awesome evening, morning, daytime. Ishvan, thank you. Have a good day. Pero, have a good night. And yeah, jeez. Let me know.